What's going on, E-Unit? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Mav, bringing you back to another list video. And I'm not my usual overjoyed self, because today I'm going to wreak havoc and unleash hell on the most toxic NBA player fan base I've ever ran across. The LeBron sexuals. The LeSexuals. The LeBron jock sniffers. The Labrina heads. All your Nick Wrights. All your Shannon Sharps. All your Kendrick Perkins. And even recently, despite him taking the Jordan over LeBron argument, I gotta throw this man's name under here. The Stephen A. Smiths of the world. Even Ryan Hollins. Even Scottie Pippen. Hating ass want to take this approach that LeBron is the greatest player of all time, when you literally played to a man who is the definition of that and who saved you from being a ringless loser. Furthermore, there's a lot of you punks, a lot of you numbskulls and brain challenged idiots out there that just love to speak ill of the dead. The dead in this case meaning good old Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bean Bryant. The Mamba. Y'all love to speak ill of him. You love to disrespect the career of the Bean. Acting like he wasn't the closest thing post Jordan to Jordan. Get serious. Get serious, people. And that's why today's video is going to be 10 reasons why Kobe Bryant is better than LeBron James. Strap in, you motherfuckers. It's about to get triggy. Shall I cook? Shall I cook? Let's cook. E-Unit, y'all, for those of you who agree with me that are part of the E-Unit, regardless if you do or don't, man, make sure you like this video. If you're a Kobe Bryant fan, make sure you like this video. Know what I'm saying? If you don't think LeBron James is the greatest basketball player of all time, make sure you like this video. This is a video you'll definitely like, for sure. But even if you hate this take, like it anyway. Let's dive right into this madness. I'm ready. 10 reasons why Kobe Bryant is better than LeBron James. But first things first, I gotta do this. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant and Gigi. Rest in peace. It's only right. What happened to them was a tragedy of epic proportions. And his family, especially his wife Vanessa, is still hurt. Still hurt. And y'all consistently slap her and the estate in the face with all this massive vitriol and disrespect toward the legend that is Kobe Bean Bryant. Put some respect on his name. Let's get into reason 10. Reason number 10. I was debating whether or not to put this in here, but I think it's pretty relevant. I think it's pretty relevant. LeBron James is the king of turnovers. Look at that list of total turnovers in the NBA for a career. LeBron consistently turns over the ball way more than Kobe. Despite Kobe being in the top 5. That's something that can hurt his PER. I'll give you that. Him leading the league in missed shots is also that's something that can hurt his PER. But LeBron's PER will never surpass Jordan because of this. And I think LeBron is like less than 15 shots away from passing up Kobe on missed field goals. Granted that he plays long minutes this season, he's going to pass up Kobe and further damage his PER. Anyway, number 9. Kobe always had the killer instinct to finish games. Most of us know this as the Mamba mentality. And I've seen critics like Dom 2K use this as a strike against him because it does force him into bad shots. But think about it. You still feared Kobe making a bad shot for reasons I will get into furthermore. You remember that game he had about a month or two before he tore his Achilles, that against the visiting Toronto Raptors when they had them black jerseys on, where Kobe hit 3 straight contested threes. 2 of them were on double teams back to back to help the Lakers try to win the game. And look at this. This is more proof that the Mamba mentality is superior. These are records and all sorts of stats. When the game is within 3 points, meaning it's a close one possession game, with the last 2 minutes on the clock, down to the wire, next bucket win type situation, and you need a go ahead bucket, I got the field goal percentages and the free throw percentages, and most importantly, the records. Kobe may have less wins, but he also has less losses in this situation. And given the fact that LeBron has had way more games, but he shoots at a lesser volume, that should be more than proof to you that you could trust Kobe to win you games more than you can trust LeBron to win you games in tight-knit situations where the game is on the line. Number 8. He's a more efficient scorer. This is Kobe Bryant's career shot chart. As you can see, the light blue dots are where he shot at least 30%. The bigger they are is the closer he draws to 40%. Now, if they are navy, that means he got above 50%. And if they get big enough, that's like past 60%. Like, this was his best area, like around this paint and towards the free throw line, where he would shoot those amazing close middies. And then, like, his mid game was there. You know what I'm saying? And you know he had a 3-point stroke. Look how much ground he covered there. Now let's look at LeBron's shot chart. Look at all that. He's below 35% in the mid-range area. And barely even passing 35% for threes, because he shoots a lot more of them in his old age. But look at where he does most of his damage. LeBron is only good when he's getting those high percentage shots in the paint. You keep LeBron out the paint, he can struggle. That's been the proper way to defend him since he entered the league. If you don't believe me, ask those Detroit Pistons teams, ask those Spurs teams that beat him, all of that. Ask them what was LeBron's biggest tendency that you wanted to take away, and they'll tell you firsthand it's the paint. And look at this. You want some more proof that Kobe was a more efficient scorer? I got you. Kobe is a 2-time scoring champion. Back to back. LeBron has only done it once. Let's move forward. Number 7. Kobe plays defense at a higher level. Like, you can tell by his stance right here. Look at his stance. It's wide. He's not letting LeBron go to the hoop. Like I said earlier, the paint is where LeBron does most of his damage because of his size and athleticism. But Kobe often is never scared of going up to the opposing team's best player and guarding them. Because with that mentality, Kobe got 9 All-NBA Defensive First Team selections and 3 All-NBA Defensive Second Team selections. LeBron James only has 5 All-NBA Defensive First Team selections and 1 All-NBA Defensive Second Team selection. So if that's not proof that Kobe was a much better defender than LeBron, I don't know what else to tell you. Think about it. And remember this shot? Remember this Game 3 shot by Kevin Durant in the 2018 finals? If you watch the footage close enough, you'll see that LeBron switched and left Rodney Hood and J.R. Smith to deal with Kevin Durant while he went to Curry. Why didn't he want to stick Kevin Durant, knowing that he was the Golden State Warriors' best scorer at that point? Yes, Durant is a better scorer than Curry. I've said that a million times. I will say that again until these toxic Curry fans can just get it through their heads. Okay? I will say that however many times I need to say that. He was their best scorer. Hands down. This dude could get any shot he wants because of his frame. And LeBron chooses not to stick him. But we all know a reason why. I'll get to that later. Number 6. The team. Oh, never mind. Number 6. LeBron only scored 61 points at most. This man, Kobe, dropped 81, which is second place for most points scored in the game, behind Wilt Chamberlain. And this was before the Lakers traded for Pau Gasol. And this was literally like a year or so after the case. This man went bananas. Kobe's 81-point game is way more memorable than LeBron's 61-point game against Charlotte. Because we all know Charlotte is a 2-pack of ass. Number 5. The teams LeBron struggled against, like the 07 Spurs here, Kobe beat. Kobe found ways to beat these teams. Like, the Spurs were the defending champs in 08. Kobe found a way to beat this team. Want some more examples? I got you. LeBron struggled heavily against the 2009 Magic, despite having Shaquille O'Neal and Zydrunas Ilgauskas on his team, I think. Or maybe he joined Miami around that time. I don't know. Maybe he did. But still. Dwight and the Magic were way too much for him. But you know who they weren't too much for? Kobe. He took them out in 5 games. Only let the Magic win once. And LeBron struggled heavily against the 2010 Celtics because they were trying to go back to the finals after Kevin Garnett healed from his knee injury. And this is what caused LeBron to ditch Cleveland. But what did Kobe do? Stay the course and find a way to beat the Celtics. See? So if that's not enough to convince you, maybe these next couple reasons will. Number 4. He did more with less help. On his championship rosters. And whatnot. Kobe Bryant only had Shaquille O'Neal as a top 75 player. A top 75 player. And won 3 championships with him. The other 2 times he won the championship was with Pau Gasol and Derek Fisher. I do not see Pau Gasol anywhere on this list. I don't see Derek Fisher anywhere on this list. Now LeBron has had on 2 of his championship teams, he's had Dwayne Wade help him. And then on another one of his championship teams, he's had Anthony Davis help him. How Kyrie Irving got snubbed and how Damian Lillard got put in here, I'll never know. But Irving is borderline on this team. If the NBA didn't show so much favoritism because Lillard is a little bit more marketable because he raps. But he's still a choker regardless. And like, Kobe never had another top 5 player in the NBA on his team help him out. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it. When Dwight and Steve Nash joined his team, Steve Nash was no longer MV Steve. And Dwight was not the same Dwight because he just got back from back surgery the year before. And that limited his abilities inside. And it was reflective in the way he played. And then meanwhile, we got another top 75 player here. Carmelo Anthony that LeBron tried to get a championship with. And they failed. You know why? Because everybody got busted up. And the Suns was on fire at that point. Until they lost to the Bucks. But that was in the other video I put out for the NBA. But yeah, man. Fact of the matter is, Kobe did more with less help. And I know they vetoed the Chris Paul trade because they tried their best to make Kobe happy. The Lakers did. It's just the rest of the NBA didn't want him to because they still had something against him. They still had something against him because they didn't want him in the way of LeBron's success, obviously. Because LeBron is the darling despite Kobe still arguably being the best player in the league. And pairing him with a top 3-point guard in the league at that time would have been unfair, yeah. But I think in hindsight it was the right call to veto the trade because Chris Paul, as of today, is still a freaking choker. I'm sorry, he's still a choker. But that's another video. The third reason why. I'm just keeping it 100. He was loyal to the team he first played for. Once a Laker, retired a Laker, always a Laker. Forever Mamba. Meanwhile, he had both his jersey numbers retired, both 8 and 24. And you know what else? LeBron didn't stay loyal to no Cleveland. He didn't stay loyal to Cleveland, not at all. But they wouldn't give him any help. The Los Angeles Lakers didn't give Kobe help for like 3 years after Shaq left. But Kobe stayed the course and persevered until they got him. LeBron was just not patient enough. And if LeBron would have developed his game, because remember, the Cavaliers were a 60-win team at a point during his first stint there. If LeBron would have just worked on his game a bit more and became a bit more of a well-rounded scoring threat, you saw the shot chart, became more of a well-rounded scoring threat like Kobe is, LeBron gets the Cleveland Cavaliers a championship in the earlier 2010s, maybe late 2000s, depending on the opponent. You know what I'm saying? Instead of waiting all the way till 2016 when he came back, he wouldn't have had to ditch the Cavaliers to go to Miami, and he wouldn't have to ditch them again to go to LA. He wouldn't have had to do none of that. He could have retired a Cavalier, but his impatience and his self-centeredness and his mental blocks from him ever working on his game in his younger years sabotaged all that. And people wonder why certain people wonder why certain all-stars like Kawhi Leonard don't want to play alongside of him. Anyway, number 2. Kobe has a better finals record than LeBron. And when we talking like big situations and playoffs and all of that, when we're talking all that, a lot of you guys love to bring up LeBron's first round record. Does the first round hold as much weight as the NBA Finals? Because this is what all teams play for. This is what all 30 teams are in it for. Regardless if, they're taking to build themselves back up. Because eventually the goal is to add the Larry O'Brien to your trophy case. Okay? That's the ultimate goal. Regardless of how many seasons it takes. You know what I'm saying? This is the ultimate goal. Just keeping it a beam. No pun intended, because that's Kobe's middle name. No pun intended. But yeah, man. Kobe has a better finals record. Now, we all know the most untouchable is Mike Jordan with the 6-0. But, Kobe is still above 500. He won 5 of them. Won 5. You know what I'm saying? But here LeBron has go. He wasn't even the best player in all of his finals rings. So the freak what? He still got 5. If anything, him and Shaq, if there was a co-finals MVP, him and Shaq would have shared that. I'm going to be honest, because in majority of their finals runs together, they both averaged nearly the same amount of points. So it could have gone to either or. You know what I'm saying? So get out of here with that nonsense. Let me rub my nose. But yeah, man. Kobe got 5 chips. And he's only lost the finals 2 times. He's beaten New Jersey. Beaten AI Philly. He's beaten Reggie Miller in the Pacers. He's beaten the big 4 Celtics. And he's beaten the Magic like I showed you guys earlier. The only teams he lost to were the 0-4 Pistons because his mental health was not straight. Like, his head was not in those games. Like, this is one big stain on Kobe's legacy why he won't eclipse Jordan, okay? This is one big reason why he won't eclipse Jordan in my list, okay? He'll still be in that, top 7, top 5 round borderline, but he won't eclipse Jordan. And his loss to the big 4 Celtics when they first formed, also is a pretty big stain. Despite him not playing as bad as he did in 04, it's still a stain you don't want to have when you're trying to go up against Jordan. Meanwhile, LeBron has only 4 championships. 4. So he's 1 short. 5 versus 4. And furthermore, his series record is not above 500 like Kobe's is. Because he got swept by the Spurs led by Tim Duncan. He pulled the greatest disappearing act in the finals I've ever seen by averaging 17.8 points per game and only scoring 8 points on one of those games. And then only scoring 2 points in the fourth quarter in one of those games too. In the 2011 finals against the Dallas Mavericks. Blowing a 2-1 lead at that point. Yes, he blew a 2-1 lead. Would you rather, if you ask me, would you rather blow a 3-1 lead in the earlier round or blow a 2-1 lead in the finals? I'd rather get it over with and lose in the earlier round than in the finals. So that way it don't stain. I'd rather not lose in the finals. LeBron also got 4-1 by the Spurs again. Gentleman's sweep. Well, actually, no, it wasn't a gentleman's sweep because they won 1 game after the Spurs beat them once. But regardless, it's still a 4-1. The Spurs dominated. Kawhi was locking his ass. locking him. And then in 2015, you lost because you was getting boxed by Andre Iguodala. Now, granted, I'll give you the excuse that your best teammates were injured. I'll give you that. But you didn't have to point the finger at David Blatt. And that's another thing, too. He points the finger a lot. Like, it can never be LeBron's fault for why LeBron lose. It can never be LeBron's fault. And then in 2017, you got 4-1 again by the Golden State Warriors, but you couldn't even stick the opposing team's best scorer. Like, look at this. This is why you switched to Curry in the 2018 finals when Durant pulled up from that same spot. Because you didn't want to get your ass busted again. And Durant made you slip in game 1. So much for him being wanting to lock down the team's best scorer, right? So much for that. The last time you locked down the team's best player was when you shut down D Rose in 2011. That's the only time you did. The other times you were struggling. Think about it. 2011, J Kidd and J Terry were busting your ass and locking you on the other end. You know what I'm saying? I just got done talking about what Kawhi did to you in 14, about what Andre Iguodala did to you in 15, and look at what Durant's doing to you right here. And you got swept again by this same Warriors team. This same Warriors team. Yeah, granted, you did beat them in 2016 before they got Durant, thanks to Joey Crawford's biased ass officiating, and thanks to you snitching on Draymond Green to the public to get him suspended, and you also having the luck of Andrew Bogut not defending the rim because he got injured in Game 5. If Andrew Bogut is healthy, and if David Lee did not go to Boston that year, I guarantee you're not getting no easy buckets in the paint. You're not. Like, the Warriors 4-peat if those things don't happen. Let's be honest. Because think about it. The first 2 games in the 2016 finals were blowouts. And all of a sudden, they just be inching closer and closer and closer and closer. And one of those 3 wins that Golden State had, they dropped 17 threes against y'all. Kobe would never. No, that's all I'm saying. Kobe would never. And another thing. Let me clue you in on. Let me clue you guys in on this. Kobe has never been swept in a final. It almost happened in 04. He couldn't let that happen. That's what I mean by he had the killer mentality. He had enough pride to know, if I'm going to lose, I'm going to come down swinging. LeBron, most times when he knows he loses, look at his body language. He quits. Just like he did here. He quit on his teammates. Here and here. Despite averaging all of his crazy stats in the finals. You know what I'm saying? And he allegedly, I don't know how true this is, he allegedly broke his hand by punching a whiteboard in this series, man. And LeBron fans want to claim that, player hurt, this shouldn't count, baby. If he was dumb enough to hurt his hand, why the fuck did you say anything while it was happening? Why'd you have to wait till after you got swept? But yeah, man. 4-6 versus 5-2. 5-2 all day. And then if you want to break it down to individual games, LeBron has absolutely a crappy below 500 finals record when it comes to games, because LeBron is 22-33 in the finals. Kobe is 23-15 in the finals when it comes to individual games. And lastly, number 1, and this is the penultimate reason, LeBron, before, when he joined the Team USA in the Olympics, he was getting bronzes. And it wasn't until Kobe came that he started to get gold. So he needed Kobe to finally get gold. And they did this not once, but twice. Because that's 2012 right there. Need I say more? Need I say more? Who needs who? If LeBron is so great, why did he need Kobe's help? If he's this worldwide sensation, if he's this GOAT player that you claim he is, he shouldn't have needed Kobe. He shouldn't have needed Kobe. Bonus reason. Just to rub salt in the wounds. Because I know you LeBron fans are crying in your pissy little corners right now. Just to rub salt in the wound. When Kobe and LeBron guard each other. And I'm not even going to go into the team records. Because you know why LeBron had more wins, right? You know why LeBron had more wins in the regular season against him, right? You know why. It's the same reason as number 4. Because Kobe had considerably less help in terms of superstar talent in comparison to LeBron. But when you boil it down to who's getting it on one-on-one between them two, when they're guarding each other, LeBron shoots 27% from the field. But when Kobe has the ball and LeBron is guarding him, Kobe shot 52% against him. Is my case proven? I think it is. Are we satisfied, E-Unit and everybody else watching this video? I know I am. But yeah, man, long live the Mamba. Rest in peace, Kobe and Gigi Bryant, man. You know what I'm saying? January 26th is forever staying in my heart. But anyways, man, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and a comment and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know whenever I upload. And I'll see you all on the next listen discussion video. Till then, y'all take care, man. I love y'all regardless if y'all love and hate this video, man. I love y'all for watching and engaging. Till then, I'm out this thing, y'all. Peace.